Konnichiwa. Torigato. Optimist Shrine.
Are you guys talking about that magic shit?
Welcome back, you guys, to the Hard Part Podcast, where the hardest part is trying to get everything done in 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I always have trouble getting done in 30 minutes.
Some people
or less.
People are really good at getting done in 30
Sometimes
seconds.
I have plenty of time to, like, make a sandwich, maybe do some laundry, watch a television show that's 45 minutes.
Exactly. I mean, and then there's, like, this new format is definitely something to get used to, because I'm still trying to get used to the 30-minute. It feels like a speed round, but it is freeing up a lot of time for us to do short-form content, so it's really nice.
Not only that, but we've got some other crazy ideas. Like, I was pitching to Sean that we should do an improv episode where we just go back and forth in South Park episodes. So if you want to hear just 30 minutes of Sean and I trying to do Trey and Matt, let us know.
Dude,
okay,
man, they're so wild.
You know how to get a hold of us.
Yep, that's true.
If you would definitely not like to hear that, also let us know, because you never know. I might just get wild one day and do something crazy.
Nah, what else is new? But you know what? Speaking of getting things done in 30 minutes, you know what you can't get done in 30 minutes?
What's that, Sean?
Looking at all of manapool.com.
No, there's no way. I mean, you can't even get through the grading thing in 30 minutes, and that's kind of the smallest area.
Yeah. Manapool.com is the sponsor for our show. Wonderful folks over there. We're prepping and getting ready ourselves on our own store for The Hobbit, coming out here pretty soon. Spoilers have started to roll in on that, so if you want to look at spoiler prices, some of them are already up for pre-order on Manapool.com. Go ahead and check out our store, because we've got a lot of really hot items on there right now at the Hard Part Card Mart. And if you're looking to save 5% on your next order of Shipping Shield, since you're a seller as well, go over to shippingshield.com, Hard Part Podcast 5 for 5% off your next order.
And check out those shipping envelopes.
Dude, the new ones are so good, dude.
They're so awesome.
Oh, I love them so much.
Cutting edge.
Dude, I use them a lot now. Like, at the moment, I'm like, I've got 9 cards. I'm going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I use it 9 cards and above. 3 in each slot, and then you just keep going up.
Right on up.
Right on up.
Right on up the ladder. 369.
Damn your...
That's part of the thing.
Oh, yeah, it fucking is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our top down for the day here, very quickly, because it's fun. We've got 3 is kind of the thing.
It's the theme. It's the third episode.
The third episode of season 4. So we've got the 3-headed goblin. It's fucking rawr. Like RAR XD, if you guys were wondering.
But what's his name? It's Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
From Hell's Kitchen.
But why is there garlic there?
It's a ring. It's a ring of garlic. The one ring of garlic. Does anyone else feel like they didn't really spend the time that they should have on The Hobbit? I mean, just with the cards that we've seen so far. I know everybody's in love with them, and they're so beautiful. They're just like the storybook ones with the really shitty art from back in the 70s, and they couldn't, like, just make something nice. They just, like, pandered to nostalgia, and they were like, yes, make it look like shit like they all want. I know.
Tell us more.
Tell you more.
Oh, my God.
I think that's pretty much all I have, because it's going to get stomped out pretty quick. Everybody's in love with this stuff. They're like, oh, look at that beautiful dragon. I'm like, dude, a 5-year-old could have drawn a better dragon than
that. You have not seen my 5-year-old dragon drawings. They're not good. We got 3... I don't know what that one in the corner is.
3 steps ahead.
3 steps ahead. It's a blue. There's a fucking because we are 3 steps ahead on guessing things. Hashtag Merfolk need no support.
Yep.
Right? Am I right?
Because not only did we get all kinds of great support in Eldraine, not Eldraine.
Marvel?
No, back further. In universe.
Zendikar. Oh, Ixalan.
No, gosh, what are you talking about? This year. What's that we start out with this year? Eclipsed.
Lorwyn Eclipse. There we go. Jesus Christ. See, this is what you're doing,
rush.
Wizards. This is it.
I know. How many sets have we had?
don't even. And then we're getting Noctis, which is one of the announced.
Which I think is great
sets.
because, again, Namor has been kicked out of the planet because of Doomsday that's coming up in December, and they're going to need a new place to go. Why not, since they've already crossed over with Magic the Gathering, just go settle on Nauticus. Noctis?
I think it's Noctis.
Noctis. That sounds like a night place. Oh, let's go to the night plane of Noctis.
That's true. It's better than going to the day plane.
Yeah. Well, we're doing that later on, but we'll talk about that later.
That is true. We're doing 3 visits. I get it, because this is the 3rd time we're going to Kamigawa. Dude, yes. So, Kamigawa, my favorite plane in all of Magic, we are going back to for a 3rd time. We'll elaborate on it in a little bit, but I'm really excited about it. How is this a par 3?
Yeah. When did we go from just like, I've got an island? I rechecked the lore. It was a continent island that he shifted out, and when he brought it back, when he phased it into Mirrodin, New Phyrexia, and bada boom, bada bing.
Which is kind of badass.
It is kind of badass, but it also doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, all of Phyrexia's power's gone because all of the people who are leading Phyrexia are fucking dead.
That's true, but then they should have gone to, like, a place. It looks like they've inhabited the entire world and, like, they've been there the whole time now. It doesn't make any sense. But this is par 3. Really?
That is true. So, let's see here. We're at 23 left. So, we're good.
All
We're
right.
still doing good.
So, 3-headed goblin.
Let's start with that.
There was some conversation last time about how you were upset that we maybe didn't have a keyword of the week. So, it's not necessarily keyword corner, but we're going to talk about the potential for a new keyword.
Oh, because of Lord of the Rings? Or
No.
you're making one?
No, because of 3-headed goblin. I just did up a lookup today on some of the stuff that Mark was saying about it.
Yes.
He says that it's totally doable.
If you guys haven't been to it, the blog-a-tog is actually really cool to read through. Mark Rosewater posts a lot of kind of his thoughts on things. He answers a lot of questions like, would this be possible? And he sometimes accidentally spoils things years in advance that you don't realize.
Now,
So,
if you're like me and you got out of Tumblr several years ago because of a reason...
blog-a-tog is just Tumblr.
It's just on Tumblr.
It's
So,
just Tumblr.
If you want to just like, if you ever just like, oh, I'd love to, have a one-on-one with Mark Rosewater, that's where you're more than likely going to do it.
Yep.
So.
He also posts his. I don't remember the segment he names it, but before a set drops, he gives us a ton of like potential what keywords do, a lot of names of cards, a lot of...
He does a cryptic way of leaking a bunch of information without actually giving you any information.
But it does get the people excited.
It does.
So it gets me excited.
People going.
Nah, there's a lot of really good things from it. I actually like reading them because it kind of lets me kind of see how good I am at being Magic's favorite customer.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, you are.
And usually I'm right.
You are. I find another proxy printer and I'm like, oh, these guys will do it for 35 cents a card plus shipping? Fuck yeah. And Sean's like, Tom, they're printing another card from Wizards of the Coast. And I'm like, that's what they have to do that, Sean. They're fully corporatized at this point. They are on a production line. Like, as much as I really used to, like, look up to Mark, and I think that he does great, I also acknowledge that he has a job that he has to show up to now, and it's no longer a creative endeavor. This is a number-pushing game, okay? He has got to make so many sets a year and make them at least kind of playable.
All right, everybody, what are we going to do for the set this year? All right, you tell me over there, Mary, what are we doing? We're going back to Phyrexia, but it's not Phyrexia anymore.
Now it's Zhalfir.
I
know it was just a little plane, or just an island before, but now it's the whole plane.
It's a whole plane. We took it over. The Phyrexians don't exist. Who are the Phyrexians? We don't know. What sword?
What sword?
There you go. That's also a WoW reference for
That
you.
is a nice little WoW reference.
What sword? What plane? I feel like that's how half of the planes feel right now is, what plane?
But I definitely think that Triple Strike is something that we can get into
that'd be cool.
Magic. And it's the fun thing is...
So what does Triple Strike do? Is it like first strike, double strike, and last strike? Or is it like first strike and last strike?
Well, it's double strike and last strike.
Okay.
So you get regular combat, or first strike combat damage, regular combat damage, and then last strike is actually, or a delayed strike is what would be technically
Which,
added.
of course, Mark is for because he was, a lead designer on the unsets, and that was an unset thing, which was Last Strike.
Yeah, well, and I think that it makes a lot of sense too. I think
Last
you can put
Strike's
a lot
really
of power on
smart.
something, and it's just like, oh, well, this is a glass cannon, but if you can't kill it before it swings at you, it is an 8-1 with trample.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, so I won't cook too much on that one. It's very, very possible, very, very something that we could do. What I did want to do is move on to Nauticus and get this in the first one because I want to take a little time with the last two. Nauticus, not only are we going to have loads and loads of island-based synergies, I'm feeling, but I think I heard earlier somewhere, somebody said that this is the first set that they're doing without flying, barring, obviously, horsemanship from Portal 3 Kingdoms.
I'm so excited to have an unreal amount of island walk. This is going to be so interactive.
Well, there's also supposed to be a new form of evasion that's coming. I don't know what
I
that is.
have seen the artwork, and at first I thought it was going to be a merfolk type set, but it's actually more of a Bloomburrow type set.
Yeah, it's Bloomburrow underwater.
Yes.
We get different types of
We
underwater.
get some otters, there's some sharks, there's some other like jellyfish type things.
I also believe that humans are going to be sparse.
Thank God.
So, we'll see if it's fully without.
If we're going to a Bloomburrow thing, then we're just going to get the animal world equivalent of humans, which is basically just whatever's cute and available.
What if they become just the merfolk? It's just merfolk.
Merfolk are just humans with gills. Don't even get me started. They're just humans.
And little wings on their heels.
Which is also a weird thing.
That was a weird thing. Where did that come from?
I don't know. They're like,
thought that was a genius
yes,
idea.
that's how we move through the water is feet wings. They're not just for making us money on this one website.
If we don't have
Put
a
jelly between those
standard
suckers.
playable, or at least something running that is like merfolk heavy, by the time that Noctis comes out, I don't know.
I think Noctis. It's funny because at first I was like, "Oh, Island Walk's gonna be a problem." I actually think they wouldn't do Island Walk because if it's going to be an underwater set, everybody's going to play islands, and then nobody's going to be able to island walk each other.
The part that I'm worried about is that they're going to go some route where it's like, this is a fish so they can dive under stuff. And it's like, what about every other fucking fish?
Oh, yeah, we're going to get a new keyword called dive, which is the opposite of flying.
Right.
So you can't block it unless you have dive.
Oh, okay. So Merfolk Looter he doesn't have dive, even though he's clearly diving in the fucking art.
Oh, well.
That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Okay, have you seen the birds in Magic the Gathering that don't have flying?
Like
They're
which one?
fucking birds.
Yeah, but they still, like, the Chocobo, that's not flying. I don't care. Like, if it's flying, it's magical flying.
All right, let's think about the elephants that don't have fucking trample. You're telling me an elephant wouldn't trample over you?
You know, maybe they do forget. Maybe they kill the guy when they're running at you, and after they kill the guy, they're just like, oh, I've killed someone. I'm so sorry. I forgot what I was doing. I'm going to go back home.
They wouldn't forget what they were doing because they're elephants, and elephants don't forget, Tom.
You know, they say that, but I think that might just be a cop-out, or it might be one of those things where people are like, I'm the richest person in the world. Look at me. I have all the money. But when in fact, they're actually really broke.
All right, then what about all the sharks and, like, whales in Magic that don't have Island Walk? They're in the fucking ocean.
Yeah,
they
but
literally walk in the ocean.
Well, no, nobody's walking
Okay,
in the ocean.
Swimming is the walking equivalent of water.
And so they should call it island swim.
Okay. Water walk, water wet.
Now, the ones that always killed me are when we've got vehicles, and vehicles are just like if you're driving at somebody who's standing there with a sword and a
How
shield.
does that not have trample?
No, I'm not even saying trample. Like, if you're driving a car at like 40 miles an hour.
Death touch.
And and there's
This is Detroit.
There's a 2-2 with a sword in front of you. Like, why would you not just like, you're in a vehicle. Like, why is he able to block you if you could just drive to the side of them?
That's
like
that's
I don't
kinda
need
true.
flying to go around it. That's what it is. It's go around. All vehicles have go around.
It just avoids combat
Yeah, they
damage.
can just avoid being blocked.
So it's just it's
After
just
blockers
rogues
are declared,
passage
you
with
just
extra-
ignore all
you just
interactions.
ignore, the next thing that we're going to three's visit, we're going back to Kamigawa.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but that's actually a Portal 3 Kingdoms printing of 3 visits there.
Yes, I did. I did see that. So Kamigawa is the plane that's very Japanese inspired. Kamigawa originally came out in, I'm gonna put a random guess here, I think it was like 2006. And it gave us a lot of new things. For one, the most amount of legendaries we had ever seen. It was just a legendary set. It also gave us a ton of new.
It was a legendary set.
It also gave us a lot of new artifacts, a lot of equipments, and this was on the precipice. I believe this was after
This
Mirrodin.
is after Mirrodin.
So because it was after Mirrodin, they were printing artifacts like crazy because they're trying to do a bunch with this new thing they did. And then they went, oopsie, and they came out with betrayers that had no artifacts because they realized they did a thing. But Kamigawa gave us things like Sensei's Divining Top, which is a really important card. 5 of the original monocolored dragons. We got that's where Light Paw came from. It gave us just this beautiful plane, a lot of really iconic legendary lands that people still play, like Shinzo's Death Advance. We also got Ingeno Castle. We got
Kamigawa and its block were originally named Enrique, Japanese word that literally meant world of shadowy spirits.
yes, exactly. So it was Samurai Spirits, and it's basically it. Samurai Spirits.
Pronunciation difficulties is why they went with Kamigawa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As
And
I stumble through it.
that's also where we got our first look at shrines, which shrines are now a problem. But no, Kamigawa then advanced later on in its lifetime after Champions and Betrayers. There was also the third one that I always forget the name of, Saviors. It was Saviors of Kamigawa. After that, we went back to Kamigawa Neon Destiny. And
Dynasty.
is it Dynasty?
Which I think is cool. That's pretty.
The reason I like Kamigawa as a block and as a plane is because unlike a lot of other planes in Magic that use magic, like magic's a big thing. So advances in technology and things like that don't exist on other planes.
No.
Like the Phyrexians kind of did, and then like
No. They've been running the same technology for millions of years.
yeah, and then you have like literally Zendikar is just falling the fuck apart all the time.
Right.
But like, and then obviously
No,
you have
no,
like Ravnica, which Ravnica also doesn't advance in technology
So-
somehow.
Ravnica does, but I feel like there's really just a lot of mixing and matching of the magics. Because like if you look into the Golgari, you've got like this whole ecosystem that's rolling down there, like fat bergs that are floating, like icebergs of fat that are floating through sewer waters, have their own ecosystems and so forth. But the Izzet on the other end, they have like all kinds of amazing and wild technologies.
Yeah.
But there's nobody who's really like harnessed it, and it's more magic based across the world than, actually technologically. Now, the one place where it kind of gets close is Ishkavar. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Ishkavar that's where the Inventors Fair is.
Exactly.
But if you look at it like time period wise, I would say they're more towards the medieval, a little after steam engine era.
Yeah.
Is kind of where Ishkavar is still at too.
That, and they have a lot going on as far as like it's not like a full city world, but they're quite civilized.
Yes.
But their civilization has a lot of its own internal strife going on, which is where I feel like Kamigawa, like, yeah, there's some stuff going on, but most of the factions are working together with each other.
Yes, so
not
there's
actively warring.
So the only big wars in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is the war between the ninjas and the samurai, and who's going to basically the Wanderer, the Emperor. Nobody really knows who the Emperor of Kamigawa is. We think it might be the Wanderer, but we don't know.
Which seems like a huge problem for any type of governance.
But that's the biggest thing, is because of that, there's this power struggle on the plane. You have the samurai who are protecting something that might not even exist anymore.
Too bad we couldn't have something like that happen to one of our leaders, where they just go from one world to the next and they can never land.
That'd be great. And then we have the ninjas who are trying to obviously overtake Ingino, and they're trying to overtake that section of it. So in Neon Dynasty, we got more samurai, we got more ninjas, and we started getting vehicles, a lot more vehicles in it. Specifically mechs. So there's a lot of really powerful cards from it. That's where we got our very first vehicle commander from.
Before you could just make
Oh, she's so good too. And from that point, that shows the evolution of the plane just from the first Kamigawa to this, because they went from absolutely no technology to basically ancient Japan to modern time Japan. And now we're getting the new Kamigawa, which takes that a step further, which is now they've advanced the technology enough where their little mech suits are now bigger and they can do things like protect the plane. And
so I heard what it is. Obviously, it was going to be the open paths.
Yep.
They opened up above Kamigawa from Ikoria.
That's kind of
So
badass,
they,
dude.
Drop through,
So-
and it sounds like the art is a lot of the architecture from Kamigawa with like the crystals
Yeah.
growing out of
Yep.
it and whatnot.
So that is the story of this new one, which I think is Titan Breach.
I believe so.
I think is the name of it.
Yeah.
Basically, yes, Ikoria is invading accidentally to Kamigawa. So you have these giant titans that are coming in, and now Kamigawa is using its advanced technology to fight back against Ikoria in these giant monsters. It's
Pacific
basically
Rim.
Pacific Rim. it's Pacific Rim with extra steps.
Magic the Gathering, Pacific Rim.
But no, that's the Kamigawa one, and then finally,
Oh, I have one more quick
got one more. Okay.
In an alternate reality, Kamigawa was home to a race of mountain-dwelling humanoid birds called the Tengu, which I'm sure you recall.
Yep.
Who replaced the Aki as Red's primary race and featured a ninja faction called the Order of the Smoke. I wonder if we're not going to see maybe some of those.
That'd be cool because
in Reality Fraction.
that'd be cool because the Aki we didn't really get any. We got some, and
Kiki-Jiki was a badass.
Kiki Jiki's probably one of the most broken things ever, and then they give us the mirror of Kiki Jiki, and that thing's insane.
And I believe the goblins are largely extinct in
Yes,
Neon Dynasty.
they are.
They've been wiped out.
There's like 3 of them I think in the whole set. A Kai Ronin, and then there's another one that's as a mixed color. It's not red, and then there's another red one. I think there's 2 red ones. But that's besides the point. And then finally, Tom has our last one, which I know Tom's actually we kind of talked about this last year.
Yeah.
Around this time.
We did.
It was after the release of EOE. And we were talking about the fact that like there's not enough heritage and enough representation of the black community and people of color in Magic.
And I think we just got the culture like
Mm-hmm.
rock. Like again, I will complain to no end about how we just went from like moving a plane or an island into an entire plane. But at the same time, it gave us something that we want. So I'm ultimately not complaining. At least not to the point where I'm like, oh, I wish they would change this, because I'm really loving it so far.
And
I've seen
Zafir.
all the concept arts and so forth for Zafir, and it looks great. It looks like it's going to have a lot of power. I've also been brushing up a lot on Karavek, Mangara, and Jumara, I believe, are the 3 main players.
Jamara is Teferi's daughter?
No. That's just another wizard.
But yes,
Likely a planeswalker level.
but like Tom said, for some reason we make a continent from Dominaria is now an entire plane of existence, and we're still going to pretend Valgavoth isn't here for some fucking reason.
But I was actually thinking, especially now that we're kind of getting into this, okay, we're expanding out, we're doing Universes Beyond, we're really trying to push everything that we can. When are they going to go for a Magic the Gathering movie? We're not going to have a better cinematic experience or way to just like present this than. Okay, so the real character of Magic the Gathering going all the way back comes down to one of three people. Okay, we've got Urza, who's not good. That is not a good person to make a movie around. He is the bad guy. Okay, Nicole Bolas, who again literally is the bad guy. I mean, you can shoot him as super powerful, but you can't make him sympathetic on any level. But then there's Teferi.
Yeah,
Okay.
Teferi's really important.
And not only do we have this amazing character who's got a lot of amazing qualities, but like for example, he was locked in a time bubble for the equivalent of 20 years on fire, right?
Yes.
Like that ignited his spark and so forth. I think you remember the guy who played Darwin in the first class, X-Men First Class, or the Black Eyed Peas guy from the vampire movie.
Which vampire movie? We're actually talking about like actual Twilight, or are you talking
Twilight.
about the fake another vampire movie, the spoof?
It's Twilight.
Okay.
But yeah, Eddie Gothke. I know I'm gonna mess that up. But he looks like he's got the resume for it. He also played I don't know his name, but the third character in the Superman movie, acting across from the Green Lantern.
Yes.
Mr. Fantastic? Is that his name?
I think so.
But it was very generic. I love the character.
Yeah, he's the one who has the T. Yes.
I think that guy would play an amazing Teferi, especially if we shot a Teferi-centric movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way we should go from here. We really need to get into cinema, and I don't think that a fucking TV show is going to cover it.
Yeah, Zephyr is going to be a really nice plane because they actually are pulling in cultural experts from around the globe, from different African communities, to really talk about the culture and the heritage, and they're really taking that inspiration from it, which is nice because it's the first time they were talking about. They're like, this is the first time we've ever called cultural experts in to help us with something this big.
Guess where he's from? Nairobi, Kenya.
There you go.
Boom.
Yep. But no, it's all of the artwork's already really pretty. I like the fact that it kind of has that Black Panther-esque look to its magic too, kind of.
And we've also got the Shadow Realm, the Spirit Realm, basically.
Yeah, the Spirit Realm looks so dope.
It's all right there.
That's going to be so cool. So I think it's going to be beautiful, and I think it's, even if the set doesn't have a lot of power in it, it's going to gain a lot of respect from the community. It's going to bring a lot of players in who feel not represented, who are now represented in this ever-growing card game.
That, and another thing is, I really think that it's very symbolic because there's a lot of players that are going to be looking toward, like, what happened to Mirrodin? Because this is Mirrodin pure for all intents and purposes in our universe.
Yeah, that's a quick thing I want to mention, too. They gave us, so Mirrodin Pure was a set that never came out. It was they had like all the box art for it, and they like were looking at it. And I did a deep dive into it, which I don't do deep dives, but I found some shit on Reddit that was crazy. So we got spoiled to us for Reality Fracture, the Dark Steel Angel, which is the art from Mirrodin Pure as the Angel. However, 7 years ago, a poster on Reddit made a post using that artwork, almost got the mana cost right, got the power and toughness right, and got its ability all correct.
Again, I say
and everybody's like, wait.
We all operate on the same space. That's why I was saying people that complain about creators reusing their stuff, it's like, look at a collective consciousness, okay? Or are they stealing your stuff, or are you broadcasting on a live band, okay?
That's true. But no, it's but that's going to be pretty cool. That kind of gets me excited more for Reality Fracture now, because it is going to be a what if set in a way.
Again, we could get Tengu Warriors.
That's true. I mean, they gave us, I'm going to be making a video about it this week. so I won't say too much about it, but the Jace artworks they chose for the Planeswalker and the alternate arts come from different places, which I actually found out pretty quick. I was like, wait, this one has it. And then I was like, hey, Tom, look at this. I found something. But no, it's going to be really exciting. I think next episode we can talk a little bit more about Lord of the Rings because we're going to be getting a lot more spoilers for it.
That was my thing.
We're going to talk about Reality Fracture.
I had feelings about it, but there was so much that came out over this last weekend that we just had to touch base on.
The sets were the most important part.
Especially because we called it. We called it, and you really, really wished for us to go back there, and you did some kind of manifesting.
Dude, I literally, we were talking about it at the table the day before, and I was like, yeah, Tom, I was like, how wild would it be? I'm like, I feel like we should go back to a set that, like, maybe we haven't been to in a while or something. I'm like, or, we can just, like, go back to Kamigawa. That'd be cool, but they definitely won't do that.
Yeah, he's
it's
like,
they'd
never do that.
They'd never do that. And fucking Kamigawa was like, no way, dude.
Kamigawa with mech suits.
Dude, that's going to be so litty-titty, dude. I'm so stoked. I hope that shrine mech is a fucking shrine
Oh,
commander.
I'm sure it is.
It's going to be so good.
Shrine vehicle.
Optimus Shrine. Konnichiwa, Optimus Shrine. Optimus Shrinu.
No, you're doing it all wrong. Konnichiwa. Torigato. Optimus Shrine.
I want to thank our sponsor for the show, Manapool.com. If you want to play shrines yourself, you can pick all those cards up over there for relatively cheap, except for the expensive printings, because shrines is a very expensive archetype, we found out.
Indeed.
Very expensive. But remember, when you're on there, after you make a purchase, make sure you hit that nice extra mana button every single day to maybe get yourself some free shipping.
Yeah, if you buy something from Manapool, just keep coming back and checking for the next 30 days.
I'm about to buy like a $2 card so I can start rolling again.
It's silly, you might think, but it's free mana.
Yep.
Who doesn't love free mana?
Absolutely free. And if you need 5% off your first order or next order of your shipping shields, do Hard Part Podcast 5 and become a seller in Manapool.
Yeah.
It's great.
Or
super
just
easy.
let us know if you want some shipping shields, because we have some, and they're really freaking cool.
Yeah.
We'll send you a picture of Sean's butt.
What?
Clothed, of course.
And remember that sometimes the hard part is getting Tom to shut the hell up. See you guys next week.
Have a good one, everyone.